Ni hao, and welcome back to the Chinese campaign. So, got one more convoy battle to do in the month of May 1963. Two of these very chunky Austrian battleships. I've got a lot of ships. I don't have a lot of guns. Well, I have a lot of guns, but I don't have a lot of big guns. I got 12 inches on these Beijing class battlecruisers. That's not going to be enough for these two. But I think I can sink the DDs and the transports. And what I think I will do is I will just use the Ottomans for this. Possibly. Well, it depends on like how far away they spawn. Might be able to just get a couple good salvos out from the battlecruisers, and that will be that. Luckily, these two battleships are kind of slow, so it should be possible to avoid them. And we can engage them later with some bigger guns. Let's go. Alright. Let's see. DD, I just want you going home. Let's see, are these two light cruisers mine? No, they are both Ottoman. That is nice. And they do have torpedoes, so they might be able to do some damage to those battleships. Let's see. You are Ottoman. You are mine. I just want you going home. And you are Ottoman. So, 2 Ottoman heavy cruisers, 2 Ottoman light cruisers. And I think I will keep my 2 battle cruisers in the mix. There we go, there are the battleships. And I think I will stick to the plan of just not really bothering too much with those 2 battleships. Especially because, wow, I am very low on ammo. Because of course I am. At least this battlecruiser is. There we go. Transports have been spotted. They are my target. Not the battleships. And I think I will try to sink the 2 DDs too. Should be easy enough. And the DDs are just about coming into range of my cruisers. Which is fine. We are landing hits on the transports. The battleships are closing in. My battlecruisers are still focused on the transports. Excellent. I think I'll try to launch torpedoes from my my light cruisers. At the battleships once they get a little bit closer. There we go, that should be a torpedo target. torpedoes off as I turn around because I don't want the Kai Feng to launch at Chao Cheng. That would be embarrassing. And one more spread of torpedoes heading out. Anaconda has launched. Let's see, can we avoid these? Oh, they are stealthy torpedoes. No, Liu Bei took a couple too. I think these heavy cruisers are done. They can still get out. Battle cruisers still focusing the transports. Excellent. It'd be nice if you could get a couple of torpedo heads on those battleships. Of course, they don't have a lot of torpedoes per cruiser. These two. There we go. All my torpedoes have left the launchers. Oh, Shenzhen has switched target. You don't get to do that. Actually, I think the transports have just gotten too far away. No, they're still in range. And there's one more transport beyond that one. Siquan, you are out of ammunition. You can leave now. Shenzhen, you still have ammo. You can turn your guns off now, light cruisers. I want you going around and getting to that last transport. Well, the last two, I guess. Okay, you can shoot the battleship a little bit. No, wait, you still have range to the transport, just not with HE. This is what you were trying to use. Okay, maybe withdraw the Shenzhen. Well, the battleships focus on her. Kaifeng and Shaoqing can try and successfully get around to the last two transports. Poor Shenzhen. What's the main gun range of these battleships? 31 kilometers. Yeah, she's getting peppered. But I think she should be able to get out of here. Maybe not. It's only doing 24 knots now. Oh, that's still 4 knots faster than the Austrians, but that speed is dropping as she's taking fire. I should have just withdrawn her sooner, I guess. There you go, one for each of you. Phoenix goes down. There's one more transport to sink. And there we go, mission accomplished, at least as far as sinking the transports go. But can Shenzhen get out? Different question. She's gonna need quite a few months in the dry dock if she survives. These two are heading out. That is fine. Shenzhen still doing 20.4 knots. Battleships no longer in pursuit. And there we go. We are out of range. We made it. Technically. More damage taken to Shenzhen than I would have liked, but all transports sank, and we got 2 DDs. Although very cheap DDs. Alright now. Let's see, where are we? Yes, Shanghai. That should be commissioned next month, and then this task force with the 2 brand new very heavy battlecruisers can head out into the Mediterranean and start doing some work. I would like the Mudang and her friends to also start getting involved. What kind of fleet does Spain have here? 10 heavy cruisers. That's a pretty big cruiser force. Let's go get them. The Sheens, well, they are heading out of the Mediterranean into port for repair and rearmament, and they're going to get some new destroyers assigned to them. Let's see, what are we up against here? 21 battleships, Germany. That is quite impressive. That's almost as many battleships as I've got. Italy has 12. Now, is it, let's see if they have a single battleship somewhere. You can kind of guess the size. Well, that's 103,000 tons for 2 battleships and 2 light cruisers. So that, I would guess a German battleship is at about 45,000 tons, maybe? Maybe less, maybe only 40,000 tons. That's a tiny battleship, though. So they're not building super battleships. Unless they've got multiple clauses, and yeah. Don't really know. Alright, next month. And the war with France continues. That's fine. I didn't ask for it to stop. Submarines. You should have decent ASW for this task force, so that should be fine. Yeah, these are the heavy cruisers that actually have decent ASW values, so yeah, that was fine. Sank 3 submarines, heavy damage to 1, medium damage to the last one. All for light damage to a Shingan class heavy cruiser. Let's see, that was an expensive submarine too. The sunk ones, not so much. But that is fine. Undefended port. Aden, that's just them on the way out. And here we go. A huge Spanish task force. No heavy ships though, just cruisers. Well, cruisers and DDs. So what's our ammunition situation here? It's gonna be what it comes down to, I guess. Well, these cruisers are not that fast. Not even the light cruisers are. So if it comes down to it, you can just outrun the entire task force. Because I got no ship here that is slower than 30 knots. Yeah, let's find out how much ammo we've got. Not a whole lot. This task force fought a French task force last month. Which required some expenditure of ammunition. But we should be able to do some damage here. I think ironically Mudang, despite not having that many shells left, is... oh wait, her reload time is really not bad. 75 seconds. Yeah, it's not that much slower than... it's quite a bit slower than Hefei. Hefei will probably run out first. Let's see, it is daytime. but not for long. It's going to be evening soon. So visibility is going to drop. With as many ships as the Spanish have in that huge task force of theirs, it should be relatively easy to get a lot of torpedoes to hit something. There you go. My DDs have been spotted. And we're gonna select some targets to the best of our abilities. I think just those, and hopefully whatever is in that huge smoke screen will also run into the torpedoes. Beacon, you've not launched yet. There we go. Also, turn your guns off. Now, let's select some big gun targets. Mudang, Hefei, Nanning, Wuxi. Secondaries on that whenever it gets closer. The 11s are already targeting things. That's fine. Will we get some torpedo hits out of this? We might. Most of these are gonna miss. Well, they might hit the heavy cruisers after all. Should have waited with my torpedo launch and just launched everything at the light cruiser when it became visible. These two can try again later on. What is the armor thickness of a Spanish heavy cruiser? It's quite substantial. Yeah, ping on not really slowed down that much. There you go. Ping on has her last torpedoes out. Beacon has a little bit of a reload left. There we go. We are loaded. Are you gonna launch? There we go. That should cause some hits. So far we only have one torpedo hit, and it was a dud. So, not great really. This is looking better. It's headed straight for the pack. Okay, Mudang, you have a better target here. Ife, you can also switch to this one. Oh, you really don't have a lot of ammo left. Ife, that one, because it's closer. I would like these heavy cruisers to target a light cruiser instead, because their guns really don't do that much to enemy heavy cruisers. Nottingham, Wukshi, Kanadas, that is your target. Let's see, what's the armor of a Spanish light cruiser? 1.2. I'll try and have these intercept the squadron here. Come on, Mudang, score some big hits. I believe in you. Yeah, my 6.1 inch guns really don't have the greatest pen, do they? And these have just enough armor for my semi-armor piercing to not really be that well suited. All heavy cruisers are out of ammo. Yeah, you can just full speed out of here. Try with AP. See if that works. There we go, getting some flooding. Hife out of ammo. Nanning and Wukshi almost out of ammo. Yeah, we are scoring some hits. That last torpedo salvo, by the way, got 3 more torpedo hits, which actually did some damage. Let's see a DD. With no armor. One heavy cruiser sank. What's the cost of a... that's $1 billion. The pricey cruiser. I need you to actually do something with those big guns of yours now, Mudang. Like that, for example. These Spanish heavy cruisers are actually kind of tanky. Notting and Wuxi are out of ammo, and Notting has a few shots left. Trinidad Valencia sinks. I think I'm just gonna send these home, yeah. So it really is just down to the Mudang. At this point. So yeah, Mudang. Being the main character of this battle. Notting and Wuxi, you are out of here. You've done your job. We have more heavy cruisers though that Mudang can feast on. Like this one, for example. Hife can just follow. She's out of main gun ammo, but she's got decent secondary battery of 7-inch guns. Pretty noticeable size difference between Mudang and that was Notting. Yeah, we've got a couple of salvos left in the magazine. ricochet, actually. Yeah, these DDs will have to come into... no, they can actually launch from outside a secondary range. That's not really a huge concern. One shot on a light cruiser. Nice. I think that was accidental too. Just accidentally got in the way. Wait until these the other heavy cruisers are spotted again. The two damaged ones. The destroyers have deployed smoke, which is also screening the cruisers behind here. No, they're just out of sight. Fine then. "25 rounds remaining of AP only." That was a good hit though with HE. Main guns off until we find a heavy cruiser, because AP is just gonna overpen those light cruisers. Not really do that much. At least 20-inch AP. Where did the heavies go? I can see the radar pings up here. There is a heavy cruiser. "37 kilometers away." And here's one more. Actually, take that one instead. Because they are almost sunk. Should probably be one hit on each of them to sink them. "17 rounds left." "11, that's almost 2 salvos. That was the kill shot, yes. 5 rounds left. Three rounds left. Out. Those last shots did not hit. If we'd gotten a good stern hit on Celadon, she would have also sunk. Okay then, let's try and get out of here. We're doing 25 knots. That's a little bit more than what the enemy DDs are doing. There you go. End battle. I mean, it's decent considering the lack of ammunition. Not really that much more we could have done. Sank 6 ships. 5 heavy cruisers and 1 light cruiser. Not terrible. If it hadn't been for patch 1.6 reducing ammunition by so much, I could have sank so much more. Now we're gonna keep fighting you, Spain. Sure. 119% profit. Bangladesh wants a battlecruiser. It's only a small one, so they can have that. Greece has cancelled the alliance with Austria-Hungary, as has Egypt. Chubin gets to fight a light cruiser. Let's go. Now, Chubin should be fully stocked up on ammunition, but she is not for some reason. Plenty of HE though, which is the ammunition type she's going to be using here, fighting the light cruiser. So it's fine, I guess. There we go, enemy light cruiser spotted. Chance to hit is not the greatest, but I think I will only need 1 or 2 shells to take it out. Around 5% chance to hit. Almost 10 now. There we go. It was a pretty big hit. That was most of the enemy ship. And of course the secondaries are joining in, but they are not needed. Very nice. Okay. Here we go. 2 Haicheng class heavy battlecruisers, which are probably the actual battleships of this task force, at least more so than the Dingxing class. I guess the Chaolong is not too bad. And these are heading into the Mediterranean. Where am I going to put them? Where's the biggest Austrian task force? It seems they are gathering here for the naval invasion. We're not going to let that succeed, because I want my Ottoman ally to take this from Iraq. Not Austria-Hungary. Meanwhile, this task force has just not reached its destination. Do I have any other like task forces around here? Spain has one battleship, 80,000 tons. That's the remainder of the task force we just fought. And here's another one with lots of heavy cruisers. Do I have something that can reinforce the Mudang? And by that I mean something like serious. Oh, Mudang is not even there. Mudang is being repaired in a tiny port. Actually, it's not that tiny. It's big enough. It is big enough for Mudang. Some cruisers. Shouldn't you be fighting some random American ships in here somewhere? I can plonk this down right by the Panama Canal. And they should get some action from that. Any exciting research? Not like super exciting, no. Just repeatable tech, yeah. Alright, next month. And the war with Spain also continues. Good, fine. 16 billion for -5 unrest. I mean, I've got plenty of money, but sure, whatever. Peace with the United States. Probably just as well, I think. I wonder what I can get for all of those victory points. But first off, we're fighting ADD. Okay, Wenju, can you do this alone? I think so. The cruisers are not faster anyway, so just gonna use this. Just close in until we see the DD, which is right there. And there we go, flooding. That's gonna make it a bit easier to hit. And engine damage too. So it's now only doing 21.7 knots. One or two hits and it will be gone. That's gonna hit. It was blocked actually. It does have some armor. How far out are you now? 18 kilometers? There you go. That's the big hit I was after. And it's gonna flood. Yes, very nice. And here we go. Big battle. Huge battle. Mudang is being repaired. All of these ships are low on ammo. I don't think we can take this one down. That's a huge battleship though. 9 billion. Aquilon class. Would be fun if we could sink it. It's only got 8 13-inch guns, which isn't much for an 80,000 ton battleship. It might have a lot of armor. I don't know. We're gonna do this one next time and just hope we get lucky with the torpedoes or some 16-inch hits, because they will have regained some ammunition but not much. So maybe we can get a couple of good lucky armor piercing penetrations on the San Luis. Maybe. We'll see. Goodbye and take care.